All right. So I just left Hebrew Israelite camp study group, whose name I won't mention, but these definitely are man camps. They had me stripped down. I'm kind of joking here. I mean, they had my wallet out. They went through everything in my wallet. They made me take everything out of my pockets. Um, I don't think they checked my water bottle. I mean, I felt like I was at Standing Rock, which was considerably understandable. I gave up my ID right away. I understand about infiltration, but the fact of the matter is, I mean, he confiscated my lighter, saying that it's contraband because it's against the law. Uh, I don't smoke tobacco, and told him I used it for candles when I'm with the Most High and stuff, and told him, yeah, I smoke weed. Yeah, I can't afford concentrates right now. I'm off all my medication pills. What the hell, man? The guy's checking me right at the gate. I mean, it was like Homeland Security stuff. I was almost thinking like he was gonna have me do a probe test or something. I mean, they went through all my books. They told me to bring lots of paper and pen for the study group. I lost my Bible on my trip. This is in Las Vegas, so I had to get the Gideon's Bible. They went through almost every page of that. I had a little notebook pad here that I was hoping to, make some friends, along the way of, other Hebrew Israelites, in the truth, maybe get some phone numbers, or something. But none of that happened. I mean, I felt more violated by my own people at the gate than, I mean, I actually exited out of the thing after it was all said and done, and then they were starting to talk to me all nice and everything, like, "Oh, and how long have you been in the truth?" and blah blah blah. After they were mean to me at the gate, like, "You're gonna have to give us this," and da 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 da. And it's like, that's not love. I wasn't feeling the love of the Most High Creator, but it was an experience nonetheless. And so I looked around the room and there wasn't very many people there. I mean, this was a small congregation. There was one lady sitting there. She was almost kind of grinning, like, everybody goes through this or something. Like when you're indoctrinated inside of anything, like even the white man's religion, you go through these little things. Like they try to prove your loyalty to them. So I see how all this is going on with some of these camps about, people following titles and all this stuff. And, I still study under certain camps. The one I went to, I really don't study under, but they were the only one in town that I saw online. I went to another one that it was like House of Israel, but it wasn't a Hebrew Israelite camp. Actually, when I got there, this is in Vegas. To be honest with you, it's an agent of the Jesuit, right? The guy even admitted that we're Jewish, right? And he's got all Purim up there and he's trying to explain it. And then he's talking about Hebrew words and stuff. And I'm like, wait, this don't sound right. So I asked him, I said, well, based on the Hebrew, do you teach the ancient Hebrew, Paleo? And the Jesuit just looked at me. He's like, oh, no. I go, oh, the one with the dots, the modern one. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So I sat there for a little bit, listened to a little more BS, right? BS. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to sit through any more of this. This is a waste of my time. First of all, I saw a couple of our people in there, you know, being corralled by the enemy. But for the most part, I mean, I gave it a good maybe 2 minutes, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm not wasting any more time with this heathen. He could corral a couple of my people in here, and try to say that, you know, I mean, you could tell he's pushing like, the European people are the people, basically that was the underlying truth, right? So basically I just, you know, got my stuff up, walked out, and I thought, if anything, the little silence in the room after he answered my question, no further questions, and then me getting up and exiting pretty much said a lot to the rest of the congregation that was there, which I would say was probably at best 20 people. But let's see. So So yeah, I'm parked here on the side of a road. Just like I had to get my composure once I left that camp, and and just get back in the heart space of the Most High Creator. Because yeah, I'm on a side road right now. Before I even go back to the motel, I even told the guy, look, I'm feeling like I'm just having flashbacks. I'm going through a case right now with the lawsuit. I live with a bunch around, surrounded by a bunch of Edomites, pale skins, you know, I'm going through something right now, and it's just I'm really emotional right now, and I have to check out. And I don't think I'll be back. I really don't. I'm not going to be back. And I left. I grabbed my stuff off the table. I mean, the dude even took my keys. I mean, my keys that I keep on me. You know, I mean, I started thinking, are these Canaanites, disguised as Israelites? Because I'm not feeling the love. These aren't my people. They're not of the spirit. So, brothers and sisters, what I'm attempting to say here is if you're a Hebrew Israelite, you thinking of joining some of these camps or whatever, see where their heart is. I mean, in any of my studies, even when I was studying like the Bhagavad Gita and everything, and I would go to some of these temples and ask, these gurus questions and stuff, I really wouldn't ask them questions. I would mostly read their books, but I would go and want to see them in person and see how they engage with the people. And, yeah, we don't need to go there, but I never joined anything. To study, you don't need to join anything. All you need to do is have an open, he who has an ear, let him listen. You know, he who has eyes to see what I say, listen with your heart, see with your heart. So I was just completely open with these people, and they just basically, we're not operating from a mode of intuitiveness and being in spirit with the Most High, because if they did, they wouldn't have treated their brethren who was in spirit of the Most High Creator at the gate as they did, as they would an enemy. So with that, I'm going to close this video out, and I hope everybody's having a nice Shabbat today. Shalom.